when concerned, but what will you are overly concerned do to that person? Unless maybe you take care of that person, if he or she is a relative, you become a caregiver. Because most of the time we worry for things we cannot change. When we find even ourselves in circumstances we cannot change, we worry. I'm just reminded of a chorus we used to sing in choruses, Sunday school. Why worry when you can? Why worry when you can pray? Trust in Jesus, He knows the way. Don't be a doubty Thomas, blah, blah, blah. Why worry when you can pray? Matthew is telling us, or rather commanding us, do not worry because you cannot change anything. Always bear in mind about the nature of God. In every circumstance, whatever you are going through, instead of worrying, always bear in mind about the nature of God. And that is one thing that you'll never miss in my sermons, reminding people to remind themselves about the nature of God, about the attributes of God in every circumstance. Always remind yourself about the nature of God. Because circumstances will never change the nature of God. Whatever you meet on your way, or rather in your Christian walk as a believer, always remember that nothing, and totally nothing, will change who God is. Who God is. In my age, or rather at my age, I've come to a position whereby I can confidently say this, that it is not really about what God is in my life, but it is about who God is. Because if you understand who God is, or rather if you know who God is, what He is, it comes automatically. When you understand that He is a giver, you know for sure, since He's a giver, He'll give you. When you know He is merciful, He is faithful, in every circumstance that you find yourself, you will always say, regardless of what I'm going through, I know who is my God. The other day, Reverend Phyllis reminded us about Job. One verse I really love, whereby Job said, even if you slay me, I will still trust in you. Job had reached a point whereby he said, now, it's not about my children, it's not about my wife, it's not about the goats and the camels. Now, it's about who I know God is. Who is God to you? Why do you follow God? Why do you trust God? You trust Him because of who He is. There's, sorry, I don't want to embarrass Reverend Phyllis, but this is not embarrassing, it's just an appreciation that the way I don't walk with you, you walk with me. You walk with me. Or rather, the reason why I came here first Sunday, second Sunday, third Sunday, it is because of the vision. The vision she has. And she has the vision of making us understand at an individual level who God is to you. Who God is to you. So, in whatever circumstance you are, always remember who God is. So you have said worry is about, being overly concerned about issues, about problems, and these problems might be actual or potential. Yeah? You are afraid of something that might come up. Yeah. For instance, your mother, your children are in boarding school. Can I call you Mother Twins? Mother Twins. Had those two children told you about the fire that was about to happen at school? How did you feel? Because when they were saying this, I was asking myself, another Endarasa? Another Endarasa? God forbid. How did you feel when they came and told you, Mom, your school or our dorm was almost burned? You feel traumatized. You get worried. And I'm sure many parents are worried when their children are in boarding schools. Yeah? Because we are not even finished with Endarasha. Yeah? So, we find ourselves sometimes overly concerned. Whereby even at the middle of the night, you can call the principal. Principal, how are the children? Hey, is the matron taking care of the children? Yeah. Because you are concerned, these are children. And I was really touched when one of the mothers of the Endarasha